I would recommend Raceline for anyone who isn't just there for the professional experience and like for the resume. Someone who actually wants to think about the long-term goals. Like anyone who values like a workplace who actually pours time into you, wants to make sure that, you know, your experience is worth it.
Being in a position where, yeah, I am their intern, but I know that they respect me. I know that they respect my opinions, my ideas. They want me to be doing something that I am getting something out of it. They're very in tune with where I'm at and how happy I am.
I honestly think the culture is really good here. Like when I started off, I wasn't even nervous at all because I thought like everyone was like very introducing and they were very like helpful with everything.
Everyone you meet here wanting to get to know you and talk to you.
Honestly, the people here make work so fun and easy. The board of directors is really supportive about the internship program, that they devote a lot of time and effort into making sure we have the best experience this summer.
We talk about the high level a lot, and that's just like the big picture of what's going on. It's important to really kind of have a good idea of everything at the high level so that you can ask the right questions. And if you know, like, I'm doing this so that somebody else can do their job or do whatever we have to do to make the company run, it's important to know the high level.
Whatever your degree is in college, it's going to help you grow and it's going to help you get some real world application of that degree, and there's a lot of different areas you can go into for the company. So if you start an internship earlier on in your college career and you find something else that appeals to you, Raceline will work with you and get you into whatever interests you and get you experience in that area.
I would say that I've gotten a lot of real world experience from Raceline because I've had the same role 3 times, yes, but you can only learn so much in 3 months, so to be able to fill that role for 9 months in total, I've learned a lot from that. Now that I've moved on to the ME department, I feel like I'm going to get a whole new set of learning experiences that I can really use in my career.
So I've been able to take a lot of concepts I've learned in school and put them with the stuff that Chris has been teaching me throughout the internship. That's the biggest thing I would say, is like putting theory with actual like applied stuff that they do here with the company.
The Raceline Skilled Craft internship has expanded my knowledge on welding and has given me more practice into being a welder and becoming a welder here at the company.
Being an intern here at Raceline has definitely taught me a lot. I've learned how to do new things, use a bunch of tools, and put new things together. I think it's going to help me in the future. Like I said, I want to do something with engineering.
So I was considering going into a skilled trade, and before I made that firm decision, I wanted to get some like real job experience. And I felt like Raceline really helped me do that, and it gave me a feel for what it would be like in my future career. And working here showed me that I really do enjoy this.
Teamwork at Raceline is very apparent. Deanna definitely lived up to her title as a mentor, and I feel like she's always there to communicate with others and make sure you fully understand everything that you're doing.
I think the internship program helped me prepare for this role by giving me a diverse set of experience in every part of HR. And I feel like Raceline is a very unique company to work for. So I would recommend it to anyone just because you learn so much and you're with a bunch of great people who really want to help you learn.
Welcome to Red Bud, Illinois, beautiful downtown Red Bud, Illinois, Musketeer Field, on another exciting night of football between your Red Bud Musketeers and the Sparta Bulldogs. Cool little breeze blowing out of the south, about 10 miles an hour right now. Game time temperature is about 58 degrees. Chris Merring here with you. My sidekick, Tim Conway. My man of equals, I should say, not so much a sidekick, but here with you with Ben Koopman and Oak 9 Productions. Looking forward to an exciting homecoming game tonight for the Red Bud Musketeers.
Man, I can't wait. It's good to be back, ain't it, Chris?
It is good to be back, man. It's finally starting to feel like a little bit of football weather out here. Fall's definitely upon us. Just started here a couple days ago, and it's in the air right now.
Let me tell you, this is what separates. Oh, we're gonna. Looks like the national anthem is gonna go. We'll be right back.
led, of course, by Mr. Lyle Youngie. Tim, it's a good matchup tonight with Sparta. A lot of history between the two teams. It's good to have everybody here in downtown Red Bud. What's your thoughts tonight?
Well, I'm gonna be frank with you, Chris. I think this is an easier team on the schedule. I think there's harder games to be had. It's homecoming, so you like to hear that because you always want to win in homecoming week. But that you still got to come in here. You got to take care of business.
Oh, I know, and with it being homecoming, the crowd is slowly working their way in. It's sure to be a packed house tonight. And everybody likes to come out in the community to support their team, especially on homecoming night. And hopefully Red Bud can come out of here unscathed tonight and pull off a win.
Yeah, we got about 5 minutes till kickoff, and the line to get in is it's a long one out there. So, yeah, they're filing in. It's a cool night. For me, being a little wimp here, these nights when it got a little colder, let me tell you, I didn't like to play football when it was cold. It makes those hits sting a little bit more.
Yeah, that's right. At 58 degrees, though, right now, temperature's dropping into the lows tonight. Could get down to 40, what they're saying. But I feel like the boys at this stage in the game, in this part of the season, it's their first cooler game they've actually played. I think they're probably looking forward to it more than they're dreading it. Last week, the last few weeks we've played, it's been a scorcher out there. So hopefully cramps aren't an issue tonight for Red Bud. That's been a thing for us in the past.
Good point.
Hopefully that helps our game out a little bit, keep some of them key players in the game a little bit longer.
Yeah, and honestly, this is probably a strong suit for Red Bud because I think you would agree with me that the strong suit of this team is the defense. I mean, you look at some of these games. 2 weeks ago, they lost Central 19-6, but of that 19 points, 4 points came from safeties. So, I mean, they're giving up 2 touchdowns to Central, who was hanging right in there with Mater Dei, a 4A school. They kept Roxana to 2 touchdowns, who went toe-to-toe with Columbia, and you know how big of a powerhouse Columbia can be.
And always have been.
And then last week, 35-6 against Carlisle, so only giving up, 1 or 2 touchdowns a game. I'm expecting the defense to come here and lay down a hammer.
A little bit different setup for them tonight. The Red Bud's defense has been playing a lot against double wing here throughout the season. They saw the spread offense one time before against Central, which they ended up losing that game. Yeah. So they're going to see it again here tonight from Sparta. Yeah. So I think they've got they learned a valuable lesson last week, learned a few things. It was their first bigger offense that they've had to go against spread-wise like that, spreading across the field. So they're going to have to step up tonight and show them what that Red Bud defense is all about.
And like I mentioned, it's been a couple weeks since we've been on the broadcast. It does look like Red Bud settled in on a quarterback going with Thomas Freeze. Shamwell's going to be out there catching passes, but last week I was looking at it. He threw for 200 yards, 3 TDs. So I mean, hopefully he gets the ball rolling today too.
It's nice to have that throwing threat in your back pocket, man. Like you can get downfield and stretch one down the sideline, and make big plays happen when you need them to happen.
Yeah, definitely. He's also on the homecoming court. Him, I think Hall and Nesbitt, who transferred from Sparta. So you got to think he's going to be getting in the mix tonight.
Yeah, Nesbitt, like you just said, Tim, coming over from Sparta this year. First year here, he spent a lot of the summer over here and got to know the team and got to know the school. Obviously, he's on homecoming court and everything. And on the flip side of things, Kyle Gerlach, coached at Red Bud for multiple years. He was an offensive line coach and assistant coach here on the varsity level for Red Bud over the past several years, and got to know the coaching staff here real well. Got an opportunity as a head coach over at Sparta, took it, and he's running with it.
Yeah, was a good guy. I think you'd agree with me. Just a great all-around guy. Was very knowledgeable and even a better guy than he was coach. So.
Yeah, surprisingly, looking over at Sparta's sideline, doesn't look like they have a whole lot of numbers, which kind of works in our advantage. We've got a decent-sized team, I believe, and from what we've seen in years past, and with the more we got to keep them on the field, the fresher legs we can have underneath us, it should be a good game.
Yeah, great point. They don't have a lot of people. 0-4 in the year, and giving up some big scores. 46-12 loss to Freeburg, 32-0 against Chester. So. Like I said, maybe a little bit of a down year for Sparta, so you hope to take advantage of it, get some points on the board early, and enjoy the homecoming week.
Yeah, Chester's always a tough team to play. They play good, hard-nosed football down there.
We'll be there in a couple weeks.
Freeburg's a big school. They're 4A, and for these smaller schools like Sparta to go up there and play them, they've got their hands full a lot of times. But taken away from that, a loss is a loss. Yes, I know, but there's a lot of lessons we learn when you watch and play against those tremendous teams and those bigger teams like that. So, that all goes into the coaching staff, and it gets back to the coaching staff, and they put it into their perspective and get it brought down to the guys and try to get their message across.
Great point. Thanks for watching. Like we always say, share, drop a like, drop a comment. If you can't make it to the game, this is where you watch it. Shooting in 1080 HP, I think that's what Ben Koopman told me today. You used to get 720, now you get 1080, which is good for the game, bad for seeing our ugly faces.
Sparta did win the coin toss, and they elected. Red Bud did win. Sparta won the coin toss, elected to defer. They are going to kick off deep to the Musketeers.
So we are going to see the offense. Drop a comment in. I don't see Dressel anywhere on the sidelines, and I know the last time we played, as the kick goes back, looks like it's going to reach the second level. It's tough to see who's got it.
Takes it around the right side, breaks a few tackles, keeps his feet going in the wrong direction now, and eventually brought down. Boy, he didn't want to go down, did he?
No, who was that?
Number 15, Zach Manning.
Zach Manning. So, yeah, if you know what happened to Dressel, drop a comment in there. I don't see him on the sidelines. I didn't see him catching passes before the game. I know the last time we were calling, he got tackled. Oh, there he is. I see him now, and it does look like he has a cast on his leg. So
Freeze brings the play into the huddle now. Good to see him back there at that quarterback position. They break huddle, run up the line of scrimmage. Man, they look like they're fired up. Going into a little bit of I formation right out of the gate. I take that back. Shotgun, spread formation right out of the gate with Lucas Schwarzkopf in the backfield.
No Gantner in the backfield. I think he's out wide. Yep, he looks like he's out on the left side. Oh, little pump fake.
Ball down the
he's
middle
got a
of the
middle
field.
guy. He's
Wide open. Down the middle for a completion. He could go all the way. Down to the 10, the 5, the goal line. Touchdown, Red Bud.
How about that start? How about that one? A little pump fake. Rolled out to the left a little and got Gantner down the seam.
Right down the middle of the field, found an opening in their zone defense, was able to complete it for a humongous reception. First play of scrimmage and runs it down and smashes it in the end zone, buddy.
How about that start? How about that start for Red Bud? Wow.
Unbelievable. Great play call. I do not think Sparta was seeing that coming at all. And obviously right across the middle and found a little weakness in their defense. First play of scrimmage.
The first as
Brockmeyer back now to kick. It is up.
And it's through the uprights.
And it's good, man. He's been dynamite here lately. So with just 11:39 left, a few seconds off the clock, Red Bud's winning 7-0.
Come on out to Enemy Fuel Mart and check out our new live bait and tackle building. Also, we have video gaming with free snacks and soft drinks. We have kerosene, filled propane tanks, and have much more to offer. We are the only locally owned gas station left in the area. Like us on Facebook for new products and specials. Thank you for your business. Go Musketeers!
And we're back. Yeah, Chris, good point. I don't know that's at least a 50, 60-yard reception, right?
Didn't really have much time to even look around, but yeah, I'd say it was probably close to 60-yard reception down the field for goal line. There was that arm we were talking about, a Freeze, stretching one out, making a big play.
You know what? Gantner said to me before the game, he said, I'm here to chew bubblegum and score touchdowns, and I'm all out of bubblegum. So
the kick is away, a nice kick, a little low.
Through the legs.
Hits him through the legs, comes to rest on the 10-yard line. He picks it up, takes it around the right side, but looks like for no gain and immediately met by the Musketeers. Great kick and great special teams effort there by Red Bud.
Tough to see who made it. I think maybe 20, Trace Wagner, maybe. That's a good play right there because sometimes when that ball gets low, your kickoff coverage can kind of be sloppy and you don't stay in your lanes. And it's a good job by Red Bud there to pin them deep.
Red Bud's defense now takes the field, and we get our first shot at seeing them and what they're going to be capable of tonight.
There's some big boys on that offensive line.
Sparta steps up to the line of scrimmage. Looks like they're going to run the spread formation as well. Shotgun formation, one man in the backfield. Looks like Red Bud's looking to blitz
here. They're looking like they're going to bring the house.
Long hard count.
Oh, a little wide receiver screen.
Get it.
Oh, okay.
Just overthrew him.
But number 12, Sam Easter, was all over that. He was right there if that pass was online.
Great coverage, great smart play not to make any contact. Waited for the ball to be thrown and was there to make a play once it was in the area.
Let me tell you, Chris, that might be the biggest offensive line I've ever seen.
They've got some big boys out there, man.
Doreen's is staying in business. You know what I mean?
They are. Oh, Doreen's, yeah, they got the pretty good breakfast down there too, don't they?
Do they serve breakfast?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
All right, Sparta steps back up to the line of scrimmage now. A lot more of that spread formation. 11:29 left in the first quarter. Still early in the first quarter.
Oh, little handoff.
Little zone read right up the middle.
Oh!
Gets nowhere and hit
Who
hard.
came in there with a
hit hard?
Is that
Might be
Nesbitt?
but from his former team, hits him hard in the backfield for a loss of about 3.
Man, he came up and cleaned up after that.
Nesbitt comes off the left side, looking into the backfield, busting up the run play.
You know, I feel bad because sometimes we don't call the offensive defensive lines names a lot, but it's really hard to see when they make that first contact of like who's wrapping up. You know, all we can see is who kind of cleans it up. But
from what I've seen so far, man, great penetration by the defensive line. They're causing some havoc in the backfield early.
We'll say, I think Chauncey might have been in the backfield there too. Number
2 men in the
77.
backfield now, shotgun formation.
Okay, they're going to throw it.
Looking to
oh,
throw.
pressure.
It, run.
Looks like is that
brought down
52.
just about actually, we're going to call that a sack for about 2-yard loss. Brings up a long 4th down now. Sparta's got no chance but to punt. No choice but to punt.
I think they're going to put Gantner back. Yeah, definitely here comes the punt team. Red Bud's got a really good chance to get some good field percent.
I want to see him catch these clean here too. You know, he hasn't done that a whole bunch in previous years. I mean, previous games, but get underneath of it, try to get that fair catch, and take the bounce out of the play.
He's pinned up against his end zone. He's not got a lot of room to punt here. So, Red Bud got a good release.
Good snap.
Looks like
Kind
he's
of a
going to
low
catch
punt. Caught clean. He's going to take it up the right sideline. Could be trouble. Eventually brought out of bounds after about a 15-yard pickup.
I mean, he's inside the 20. So Red Bud's going to have great field position here. Great job by the Red Bud defense. Like I told you, that Red Bud defense is no joke.
Nope, they got a big front line. They're big. They're aggressive. The linebackers are doing a great job stepping up. We saw blitz a few times there, and I think Sparta's going to have their hands full with them.
You know, your first play was a pass and it was a long touchdown, but you got such great field position here. I don't do anything cute. I give the ball to Gantner, my workhorse, and get him in the end zone.
Freaks goes back under center now, and it is a handoff to Gantner.
I like that
to
call.
The right side.
I like that call.
Runs it right. Nice big hole there produced by the Red Bud offensive line, and picks up big yardage there.
It should be first and goal, right?
On the first rush of the game. Brings, say it's about a 9-yard pickup for Gantner.
2nd down and 1 yard, okay. I don't, once again, I don't get anything cute here. I mean, you gain 9 yards.
Yeah, that's a pretty good average, lining it up within the I formation now.
I like this.
Schwarzkopf at fullback. I'd like to see a little power play here, see what the left side can bring out of them. They don't.
Oh,
they hand it off fullback dive and that's going to be enough for a Musketeer first down by Lucas Schwarzkopf.
Nice run there. Nice call. As always, Derek Uffelman on the calls.
He's been doing a great job. I like how they've in games previous too, how they can adjust and he's a very football smart man, and I like to see it. I like to see adjustments being made throughout the game, and it pays off for him in the long run.
Yeah, played quarterback back in his day, didn't he, Derek?
Yes, he did. Yeah, shotgun formation now. Freeze back with Gantner. Zone read play. He hands it off to Gantner.
He should be
coming
in.
around the right side. Stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Did he get in? And he
did.
did.
All right.
Touchdown, Red Bud.
He was stuck a little, but nice second effort in there to kind of reach over and get over the goal line. So 4 plays, 2 touchdowns. You like that start from Red Bud.
That is the definition of running downhill right there. You know,
Yep.
Take it. There's a man in front of you. Run through him and score some points.
I told you. He came here to chew bubble gum and score TDs. And that man's out of zebra stripe gum.
Brockmeyer back now to kick for his second extra point attempt. The snap, the hold, the kick is away, and it is good.
All right.
Again. So with 8:58 left in the first quarter, it is your Red Bud Musketeers 14 and Sparta Bulldogs 0.
Go on, girl. Go on and get help. That's it, girl.
Smart dog.
With Farmers Crash Assist, our Signal app can tell when you've been in a crash and can send help if you want it. Also, our Signal app could save you up to 15% on your auto insurance.
That's really something.
Get a whole lot of something with Farmers Policy Perks.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
And welcome back to Musketeer Field for an exciting first few minutes of football down in downtown Red Bud, Illinois. Chris Maring here with Tim Conway, Oak 9 Productions, and Ben Koopman.
And as you can see on your screen right there, a little banner, a little sponsor, Uptown, and they've been generous enough to offer a Get That Man a Steak player. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, that's right, you heard it. One lucky player is going to get a free steak at Uptown. So stay tuned. You never know who's going to be. I guess I get that power, Chris.
You get that power, brother. The kick was away. A great kick, mishandled by the Sparta Bulldogs. Eventually picked up, scrambled around for a couple yards, but brought down again inside the 15-yard line.
Yep. And I can tell you, looking at these players on the sidelines, they're hungry. Somebody wants to eat.
So, yeah, you dangle a steak out in front of them guys. I tell you, they can make something happen.
Yep. Ain't that the truth, buddy? Let's see what Sparta can come out here and do. Let's see if they continue to try to throw the ball. Didn't have a lot of success there, or they try to establish a run game.
It looks like they're kind of lined up, with that spread formation, two backs in the backfield. Yeah. You can run a little bit more lead action out of that. So we'll see how they read this play. And they do. Bob was snapped directly to the quarterback and then brought down immediately
number 52?
in the backfield.
I think it was number 52.
It was number 52 for the Musketeers. Kyle
Loeffner. There you go. See, we're announcing the big men get announced here too, not just the skill players.
Yeah, they were all over it there, man. They sniffed that out. Kind of a poor snap by Sparta, and gave the front line of the defense a little bit more time to create a little more penetration and make a play. Second and very long now for the Bulldogs. Shotgun formation. There's the snap and bobbled again in the end zone. Betty Amelia, this is bad news for Sparta because that is a safety for Red Bud.
Somebody threw him down. Who was that?
Is
that 52 again?
I think it could have been.
I think it was. I think Loeffner gets.
Great defensive effort there by Red Bud. We talked about it a little bit before the game, but how crucial this defense has been and how important it's been for the Musketeers.
It helps when Sparta looks like they have a little bit of a trouble with their center. I mean, they're not getting the best snaps right now. They're a little high. That one was like, I don't know if it was a direct snap to the running back. That didn't look great. So,
yeah, and I can say, I played a little bit of center position way back when, and it's an intimidating thing to do when you got a couple blitzing linebackers standing on top of you, and then but you got to get back to basics there. First thing to do is get off a clean snap.
Yeah.
Slow down a little bit. Deal with the blocker. The first things first is you got to get that snap off clean.
And if you're not familiar with the safety, that does mean Red Bud gets the ball back here. So you're going to see, it looks like Baldwin back deep, maybe with Gantner as well.
The ball will be set up on the 20-yard line is the spot.
So Red Bud should get decent field position again.
They will get
They're
decent
up 16
field position.
16 to nothing here with
They've
8
got the
minutes
option
left.
to kickoff or punt. Looks like he is looking to boot the ball.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to punt it.
Gantner back again for Red Bud, along with a host of other talented Musketeer returners. The ball is away. A nice, high, booming punt. Fielded cleanly by the Musketeers. 10 yards, 5 yards, 15-yard total pickup. Eventually pushed out of bounds by the Bulldogs on about the 45-yard line of Sparta.
Good little return there by Baldwin. Didn't do anything cute. Kind of just stayed along the sidelines and, live for another day. Avoid those hits when you can.
That's right. It'll be first and 10 now for the Musketeers. Ball sitting on the Bulldog 46-yard line. Play comes in the huddle. They break. Man, it's good to see Big O Devin Hall out here on the end, playing that tight end position. Schwarzkopf steps up to the line too.
Devin Hall nominated for homecoming corps.
Shotgun formation now for Red Bud. One man in the backfield.
He's throwing it.
Looking back to pass.
They love
cleanly
that
out to Schwarzkopf, running down the sideline. Get out of that man's way. He's ready to run, pumping his legs, and eventually brought down out of bounds inside the 20-yard line.
He didn't want to go down. I mean, he might have went out of bounds, but he wasn't going down. They love that little flat play out there, just a little 5-yard out.
Give it to him and let him run downhill, man.
Yeah, we saw a touchdown here. I think against, was it Roxanne or was it Pickneyville? I think it might have been Pickneyville, where they didn't want any business tackling him. You know, get him in space, get him running down.
Get his feet moving. He's hard to stop. Ball spotted on the 21-yard line, it looks like. Little I formation, freeze under center. Lead play to the right side. Gantner carrying the ball.
Oh, he's got
coming
some
around,
blockers.
following a block. Great
Uh-oh.
patient run. Brought down, tackle running, falling forward, but there is flags on the play.
We do see a flag, yep. Signal does look like potentially holding here.
In the holding area, up right on the line of scrimmage. They're talking to the Sparta captain, so I'd assume it will be on the holding penalty on the Musketeers.
Gantner's a very patient runner. You just can kind of tell he watches his lead blocker, and Schwarzkopf's such a good lead blocker. Just let him go out there, do most of the work, and you just kind of be patient and find that hole.
That's right, man, and let him make the reads for you. You know, it makes his life a lot easier. It makes the ball carrier's life a lot easier. Like I said, big Lucas Schwarzkopf out there in front. He's a tough guy to want to stand up to. So follow. You can follow him anywhere, man. He'll make you a hole. So offload, great job by the offensive line of the Musketeers, opening something up for them boys to run through.
Looks like there is going to be spread. Oh, now we're potentially going to trips. Now they're going to.
Yeah, we do have a little trips going on right now. Schwarzkopf is in the slot position.
Shamwell here, deep play action. Oh, he's got, once again, looks like they're going to that flat play.
Right down the right side.
And he's still tough to bring down.
For another completion, the passing yards are adding up here for the Musketeers.
You know, it's good. It's funny that you mentioned that. When we first called the first game, they threw maybe 4 times at Pickneyville. Now, granted, they didn't have to. But you kind of see their offense being a little more balanced out now. Like, they're almost trusting their quarterback a little bit more, saying, all right, you can throw some, pass some, and you like that.
Yeah, and I like staying nice and short through here, you know, where we're down deep in Sparta territory right now. We don't have to get real cute with it. Pick up some positive yardage and just chip away at it. Freeze back under center. Barely gets the handoff off.
He's got space,
Gantner's running around side, eventually met by the Bulldog defense. Brought down just short of the first down marker. Brings up 3rd and about 1 now.
Yep, 3rd and short here. Got to think it's 2 down territory here, so, 2 plays to get a yard.
Yeah, it's interesting being this close. I was watching Brockmeyer kick a few earlier during warm-ups, and he's got a leg. He can kick. So interesting to see what could happen if Red Bud can't come up with this first down. With the running game that I've seen so far, I don't see why they shouldn't come up with it.
Oh, man. Well, they're in tight
here.
The quarterback sneak.
Yep. It is a quarterback sneak. They push him through and pick up the first down and more.
Yep.
Brings it inside the 10-yard line, and that's another first down Musketeers.
I think that was Freeze, right? Yep. I think they just trusted Freeze to get a yard.
Yeah, they stacked Hull and Schwarzkopf in right behind them for an added push. Don't think he needed much of a push because he picked up pretty positive yards by himself.
This might be the wide receiver in me, selfishly, but I would like just a little fade play in the corner of the end zone. You got all this space over here. Put a single guy out there. Let Freeze throw it where only a receiver can catch it.
Yeah, get creative with it at this point. Spending a lot of time in Bulldog territory so far in this first quarter.
The way it's lined up.
Looks like a little miscommunication now on the Red Bud offense. They got her straightened out now. Freeze back under center. Schwarzkopf in the backfield. The snap, fullback dive around the left side. He's trucking, he's cooking, chopping his feet, and touchdown Red Bud.
Nice play call. Nice play call. Schwarzkopf is shown he's not going down easy today, so nice little run there, and he gets in. And it's becoming ugly quick, Chris. Brockmeyer's going to be on for the extra point. 2 for 2 so far today.
Yep, he's got a leg. I'm interested to see here. You know, we could get him a couple field goal opportunities here so far this evening. So, at some point this evening, I like to watch him kick and get some experience under his belt. Snaps away, ball's down, kick is up.
Looks good.
Plenty good, and it is good. So, with 5:45 left in the first quarter, it is your Red Bud Musketeers 23 and your Sparta Bulldogs 0.
Hey Steve, it's about 8 a.m. I just got into an accident. I'm not really sure what happened. It was so fast. He was there and then he just took off. I don't know what happened.
Sorry to hear about that. I'm actually in my car. I'll be right over.
Boy, you did it good here. Yeah, tell me about it. I don't know what happened. He just kind of took off.
Did you get a look at the guy?
No, man, I really didn't see it. It was so fast. He was just there, and then he was gone. And oh wait, hey, that's the guy right there.
Insurance is not a cookie-cutter approach. Each situation is different. Here at Country Financial, we take the time to get to know our clients' wants, needs, and desires. If you're looking to move your home, auto, or commercial insurance locally, we'd love to have a chance to earn your business.
And we're back. Sorry, we dang, Hassan-Stroh's commercial went too long. No, it was a little squib kick, but I think Sparta did recover it. So.
Yeah, squib kick hit him right off the chest in the second line back in there. Bounced forward, went through a couple hands of the Bulldogs players, and they eventually were able to fall on it. So it brings up 1st and 10 now for the Bulldogs as the offense takes the field and they line up.
See if they
Ball
can get
sitting on the 31-yard line.
See if they can get their snap figured out. And wide receivers in motion. He looks like he's going to go down to the tight
end position.
Oh, they're going under center. That might be a smart play after I said they were having snap struggles.
I formation, hand the ball off to the tailback,
Oh,
met
my.
immediately
Oh,
in the
my.
backfield, and just ragdolled to the ground there by the Musketeers defense and Nesbitt.
Boy, he's hungry. He can smell that steak.
He can smell that steak. That's right.
He's thrown a couple. He was met with a couple players. I shouldn't just give him all credit, but it was tough to see from here.
And in case you missed it, there is a steak dinner on the table tonight. Get that boy a steak dinner tonight.
Yeah.
Uptown Bar and Grill here in Red Bud's gonna do that for us. So the players are fired up and ready to eat a little meat.
Yep. Shout out to all the sponsors. You know, thanks for letting us do what we love to do here and call that game and let you guys see it. Pitch.
Snap. Coming around the left side, trying to make a play happen, met by a host of Musketeers and tackled for a loss again.
And a flag thrown there towards the end of the play, so be interesting. If you're Red Bud, if it's against Sparta, you figure you're just going to decline it. But like I said, always want to appreciate everybody watching. Drop a comment where you're listening at. You know, I think last week or previous week we were doing this. Somebody was in Houston. Somebody was in Florida.
Yeah. All over the place. So it's good. We like reaching out to you guys and you reaching back out to us, especially during the game and stuff. So keep the conversations going and keep sharing and liking everything you see here on the Scissor Sports Network and Oak 9 Productions. Looks like the penalty could have been against the Musketeers, if not waved off.
We did find out from the comment section last time we broadcast, the Gattners, they are twins.
They are twins, yeah.
So good call up by you.
Sparta comes back up, shotgun formation, 2 men in the backfield. Twins left. Looking to pass the ball, steps back, throws one down the middle of the field.
That's picked
risky
off,
play,
right?
And picked off by the Musketeers defense.
They had 2 guys back there. Brockmeyer.
Number 6, Lane Brockmeyer, kicking extra points and making interceptions, buddy.
What a game so far, and he was right back there with Easter, and you almost thought Easter was going to get in his way or potentially cause him to drop it, but good job by Brockmeyer there to hang on to it.
Red Bud sideline's now fired up, and they have every right to be.
Yeah.
Defense is coming out huge here in this first half, and crucial turnover there by the Musketeers defense.
Yeah, it looks like the wide receiver ran a post, and the quarterback might have thought he was running the go route, and nobody really in the vicinity there as Red Bud starts here in the I formation. Little fake dive to Gantner. He's got space.
He's got all the way down the middle. He could.
Look at him go.
One person to beat to the 10, to the 5, and touchdown, Red Bud.
Boy, I hope he likes his steak medium rare. He's wanting it. I can tell you that much. That boy is running.
Oh, boy, they are fired up right now. Just everything's clicking for the offense of the Musketeers. Unbelievable play. Freeze under center, power form or I formation with Schwarzkopf as a lead blocker. Just huge yardage right there for about a 55-yard rush.
I feel bad for this poor man that's running the flag. He's getting his workout in tonight.
Brockmeyer back to kick the extra point. He's been lights out so far this evening. The snap, the hold, it is up, and unfortunately it is no good. So, with 4:23 left in the first quarter, it is your Red Bud Musketeers 29 and your Sparta Bulldogs 0.
And we're back. So far, pretty one-sided as your Red Bud Musketeers up 29, Sparta Bulldogs 0. Homecoming week, so little excitement in the air. We got the fans are in all white today, so it's a whiteout game, except for two gentlemen, one wearing orange and one wearing camo.
It is a packed house, man. Let me tell you, the community really came out to support this team tonight on their big homecoming game. Brockmeyer's kick is away, takes a bounce, picks it up on about the 10-yard line. Looking to get a little return. He's got some space right up the middle, eventually brought down from behind after a nice carry there by the Bulldogs.
Landon Walder, number 11 on the Bulldogs. Nice little run back, so hopefully that gives them a little life. And if you're Red Bud, you know, you got to put your foot on the throat.
That's what Sparta needs here to get their momentum going a little bit. Some special teams plays like that. That's a 26-yard return there by the young man.
Yeah, number 11 from the Bulldogs. Yeah, you can tell he's an athlete. It did try to get him a wide receiver screen earlier, so you know you're trying to get your athletes in space, and he was the one they were aiming for on the corner the post that was intercepted. So
not a lot of depth on Sparta's bench.
No.
Under center now, I formation for Sparta. Red Bud comes with everybody, and it is trouble for Sparta as he is brought down and sacked on the play.
Good sportsmanship.
Looks like number 52.
Loeffner. We've called his name quite a bit today. Good.
Yeah,
he's
been
game
all
so
over
far.
the place.
He's getting through. There's no doubt about that. He's getting. I'm not sure what happened there, Sparta. It was miscommunication. I think he was looking to hand it off. Running back was nowhere to be found. So.
Yeah, defensively, the defensive line for Red Bud, you know, they're making our linebackers' jobs easy tonight. They're great penetration. They're shedding blocks, getting in the backfield, and putting hands on the ball.
And if you're Sparta, at this point, the pressure's just you got to get the ball quick, or it's got to be a pitch. It's got to get some outside because right now.
Yeah, I would say if you're Sparta right now, keep the passes short. Look out in the flats.
Quick slants,
quick
curls,
slants,
outs. Yeah,
Let's
you got to
not
do
throw
something.
the ball deep down the field. Red Bud's
DBs,
defensive backs have been playing phenomenally so far. Back under center, I
got
formation,
one-on-one coverage outside.
and a pitch to the right side. If he can make the corner, he could pick up some positive yardage, and he
speed.
does. Coming down the sideline, breaks 1-2 tackles, and brought down after a 6-yard pickup.
Yeah, nice little run there by Deshaun Williams, number 3 of the Bulldogs.
Williams out of the backfield.
Just a little pitch and got him out to space. They did a good job sealing the corners, and you know, Red Bud looks like was it number 8? Number 8, Owen Leeper on out there. The corner's got to step up and make that tackle, and I think he did. So
brings up a 3rd and about 4 now for the Bulldogs. Ball sitting on their own 42-yard line. They break the huddle, walk back up to the line of scrimmage. Looks like they're sticking center. I formation. One wide receiver both ways. Looks like for a lead play, but he doesn't follow his blocker. Tries to bust it outside and gets tackled for a big loss by the Musketeer defense.
That's a fool me once type of thing. He ran outside, got some yards, and he was and potentially a flag. You see a flag thrown too?
I do not, but I can tell you that the yellow gloves of some of the receivers on the Sparta Bulldogs can trick a guy every once in a while. It's got me a couple times. Oh, there is a flag against the defense, and it was a face mask. It looks like a 5-yard face mask from the spot of the foul. Brings up and they'll repeat 3rd down, right? So
I didn't see the call. I don't even know if they've. I don't know. You're right. It is repeating 3rd down. All right,
clock continues to run here in the first quarter.
About 2 minutes left.
2 minutes left. Sparta steps back up to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 4 now. Ball sitting on their own 42-yard line. I formation. One wide receiver left. Tight to the right. Ooh,
oh, dang.
That could be a penalty against Nesbitt
yeah, he was
of the defense. I can see the Bulldogs clapping, kind of rubbing it in a little bit to their former teammate. That's going to give the Sparta Bulldogs a 1st down. It'll be 1st and 10 now for the Bulldogs. Ball sitting on the 47-yard line.
He was a little eager. He was a little eager, but
I know he was excited to get into this game tonight. He had something to prove, and I think so far he's been doing that. Back under center again for Sparta. Got away from that spread offense a little bit. There's a snap. He's looking to pass the ball.
He's got nothing.
Throwing one up. Dangerous throw.
Good.
Well covered by the Musketeers.
Yeah, good coverage by number 12, Sam Easter. And, the quarterback for the Bulldogs, he's getting a little panicked. He's got quick feet, and I don't blame him. I mean,
can't blame him.
You get sacked a couple of times. You think those big boys are coming. You kind of just start to get a little antsy, but you like them to just hang in there, look for a receiver. But good job by the Musketeers. There was really nobody open, so he kind of had to just force it up. Good job there by Easter.
Yeah, place his feet, make a good read. Throwing the ball up isn't going to get you anywhere at this point. It's going to create unnecessary turnovers. So make the quarterback position. I understand he's getting a lot of pressure up front, but that's what we were talking about, those quick slants and stuff. Get the ball out of his hands. Some more of the same here by Sparta. I formation. They send the wide receiver out to the right side this time. Looks like a lead play. Met immediately. Runs into the back of his player.
Geez, there's 6.
If they can get it going a little quicker there, that's a 3 or 4 yard pickup. We talk about being a patient runner all the time, but you got to be patient through the line of scrimmage. Okay, so follow your lead blocker, stay on his tail through the line of scrimmage, running into the back of your own players. More credit to the defensive line of the Musketeers. Pushing them in backwards. It makes it tough, but. Got to get to that line of scrimmage a little more quicker. He's looking to make a read when he's already 3-4 yards deep in the backfield.
Yeah, like you said, good job by the Musketeer line. 77, Chauncey. We've mentioned Lofter's name. Tough to see who else is on the line, but
brings up 3rd and long now for the Bulldogs, as time's slowly ticking away here in the first quarter.
Yeah, probably unless they throw here and incomplete, probably the last play of the quarter.
There's a snap. He drops back. Hands off. Fullback dive. Met immediately again by the Musketeers defense after about a 1 yard gain. Brings up 4th down now for the Bulldogs. Ball's sitting right on their own 45-yard line.
4th and 12. I mean, honestly, this is where Red Bud's been getting the ball in the field position anyway. I think if you're Sparta, you probably just
get out of this quarter and
draw up a play that hopefully you can get a first down. But
that's right. I mean, they got to get something going here right now.
Yep, and that will be the end of the first quarter. So at the end of the first quarter, Red Bud 29, Sparta 0. We will be back right after this.
Into our first quarter.
Favorite thing about working here would have to be the home feeling of the place. Everyone seems to know everyone. It's a smaller company, so you really get to know the guys you're working with.
Everybody works together as a team. It's one big family, so you can reach out to anybody in your department, anybody out in the shop. It makes everybody's job a lot easier.
Everyone has a mind to work, and I enjoy my co-workers, and we work together as a team.
Anytime I questioned when I first started, everybody helped me out.
RBI team is family-based, it seems, and I love the atmosphere in it.
They just make me and my wife and my children feel right at home.
It feels very family-oriented. It's been a great place. Everyone's very helpful, and I enjoyed my time here so far.
And welcome back to Musketeer Field on a beautiful, crisp, clear fall evening in downtown Red Bud, Illinois. What a great night for football, the homecoming game here. Chris Maring with you and Tim Conway with Oak 9 Productions and Scissor Network with Ben Koopman. Glad to be here with you. It was a long first quarter. Red Bud ended up putting up 29 points if you're just joining us. Red Bud currently leading 29-0. Ball sitting on the Bulldog 45-yard line with 4th and about 12.
You can see some fires going out here. Nothing better than on a fall night. Get the logs on the fire, letting them as
Bulldog punt is away. Doesn't look like it's going to be able to be fielded cleanly. He's going to let it roll. But man, what an outcome for the punt team of the Bulldogs. Great punt.
Let's introduce our cheerleaders here.
Hey,
our brand new cheerleaders to the squad.
If you're Red Bud here, first play, do you think they're passing? Do you think they're just going
I got to say they got to stick to their run game here. They're going to do maybe a some of those lead plays a little bit more, and I like him stretching out this wide side of the field and making plays happen. Sparta hasn't been able to show him anything that says they can't do it, so I stick to the run game, keep the clock running here in the first half, and maybe get another touchdown or two before it's all over with.
Looks like that is the case as they're under center, and they got Gantner in the back. And they're going to give him just a little handoff.
Nice straight lead play. Got plenty of room coming around the left side. He is quick. If he can be caught, he could, but eventually knocked down out of bounds right about the 40-yard line. And another great offensive play call by the Musketeers coaches.
Oh, there is a flag, and I apologize. It was Trace Wagner in the backfield. Had a great run, but there is a flag here. And this looks like an area of a block in the back, maybe?
It does. He had plenty of room out in front of him. You hate to see those kind of penalties take place.
It's tough since we're watching the ball carrier, but I didn't see
it. So referee comes to center field here. He will give us a call shortly.
Those are, yep, that looks like a block in the back. Those are usually from your receivers, and it does look like Leifer's kind of kicking himself in the head right there.
Yeah, so. Especially that far behind the play at that point. You know, let's not get greedy. Let's let the play develop out in front of you and take the yards where you can get them. They're going to bring it all the way back, though.
Yeah.
That is a spot. Well, let's see here. That is a spot foul, yes, block in the back. But with the yardage and where the foul was, that brings up a first down for the Musketeers now. Ball sitting on their own 25-yard line.
Got Hall in here as a lead blocker, and it's tough. I don't think that's Gantner in the backfield. I think that's Wagner still.
Could be Wagner. Looks like a fullback dive to Hall. He runs through a couple guys there. Dodges one tackle, runs over another one, picks up about 3 yards on the carry.
Credit to the Sparta Bulldog there. That ain't an easy man to tackle.
No, he's a big man. You know, we talk about him and Schwarzkopf all the time. They're big, top-heavy guys that are tough to take down, man. They're quick. They keep their feet moving, and that's a freight train coming down the field.
You know, I heard he's as nice as a ladybug, but if you saw him in the hallway, I'd give him my lunch money. That's for sure.
More of the high formation for Red Bud. Looks like another lead play from Freeze.
Trace Wagner again.
Wagner again, like you said. Great carry. Picks
run.
up roughly over 10 yards, and that'll be enough for another Musketeer first down.
Great run. We haven't seen Trace Wagner run the ball too often. And it's been mostly Gantner and mixed in with the sophomore Baldwin. So I like what I see. Looks like he's a sophomore as well, Wagner.
Getting experience where you can get it. You know, this is a great opportunity for some of those, not regular guys to be playing. So more of the I formation. Hall in at fullback instead of Schwarzkopf at this point. Another lead play.
Oh.
Met in the backfield. Falls forward at the original line of scrimmage, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10 now for the Musketeers.
Looks like 31 Richardson potentially came off the edge there and just got him. Looks like Baldwin is going to check in for Wagner. Be interested to see if they give him a handoff before we go for a little bit of a pass here.
Freeze brings the play into the huddle. Keep your nerves in check here right now for Red Bud. It is homecoming night.
And we haven't, most of these games we've called, we've either been up or been right in there where you don't need it. But Red Bud does have some athletes that can catch the ball.
I agree. Looking to stretch it out down the left side here. Ooh, caught from behind a little bit. Great defensive play there by the Sparta Bulldogs. He shed the lead blocker, was able to get down a little bit low, wrap him up, and let him fall forward. Actually, it was for a loss of about 1 yard.
Only thing I'll say, and he's just a sophomore Baldwin, he's got that stutter feet sometimes, You try to dance around a little too much or trying to find the hole. Sometimes it's just better to run north and south.
You're right. And that all comes with time, too. You like to keep your feet chopping but not get too fancy with it.
Yep, 100%.
Spread offense now for the Musketeers. 3rd and long. Could throw the ball here.
Like
spread it out.
Looks like
they were going to. Ran a little quarterback draw, but great penetration by the front line of the Bulldogs to bring him down in the backfield for another loss of about 1 yard. Brings up 4th and long now for Red Bud. I got to say, they got a punt team.
Yeah, it looks like they're punting. And that was a great, you see those 3rd and longs. You see that all the time in the pros and college. They run that draw play, kind of catch the defense off guard. And 52 Loeffner has had a great game so far, but I think he just missed that block. Catches that block, I think ball maroon there.
Yep, I agree.
Looks like just missing
hate to get too lax. You got part of the coaching staff here. So, it's got to be part of the message. It's got to be, hey, let's stay on our toes here. I know we're up 29-0 right now, but let's keep focused. The ball's away. It's going to bounce. Takes a Red Bud bounce.
Oh, he touched it.
He did touch it, and Red Bud picks it up. hopefully the officials saw what we saw.
Right?
Because he did touch it.
I don't think they saw it, though. And they didn't.
And I don't think they did.
Well,
Boy, it sure looked like they touched it to me.
It's tough to see from on. I thought he touched it.
Yeah, it looked like it bounced off his left hand to me.
They're trying to make their case. It's like Loeffner's trying to make their case, but Sparta is going to take it.
The officials come in right now.
Wait, hold on.
This may not be over with yet.
They're kind of disagreeing.
And it is.
Okay, it is.
And they're going to give it to Red Bud now. So it was touched by the receiving team, the punt return team.
Brockmeyer had a little bit of an awkward punt. I think he took an extra step.
Yeah, and he had a little bit of pressure, too.
Yeah,
it was kind of weird. And the ball didn't come out that nice little spiral like he kind of does. And it was end over end and gave us not such a great bounce there at the end.
You usually just catch one step punt, and he took like 2 steps, and I think I might have thrown him off balance a little. But a huge break by there as the Sparta offensive lineman or somebody tried to grab the ball, touch it, and then Red Bud just fell on it.
You know what we're saying here, Tim, whenever that ball's going rolling towards you, get out of the dang way, right?
They always yell, Peter,
get away from it, right? That's the number one thing you do on the return team when you can't field it cleanly. We talked about it a little bit tonight. Like, that's what you want your punt returners to do. Field the ball cleanly, take the bounce away. It hurt us a little bit. They got a 10 or 12-yard bounce out off of their punt, and again here for the punter, it hurts them, or it hurts Red Bud once again, and if that ball's caught cleanly right there, it's Sparta Bulldog possession.
Forgive me, Chris. Did Red Bud call a timeout there, or was that Sparta?
Sparta called a timeout. Yeah, it was kind of a miscommunication there between the officials. We saw it from up here, the return team touching the ball. So maybe they just needed to regroup for a little bit. Freeze back under center. Schwarzkopf at fullback now.
It gave to Baldwin. He's got plenty of space.
The ball to Baldwin. Brought down. Looks like he was falling before he got tackled a little bit. But it is enough for a Musketeer first down.
I don't see number 33 Gaynor on the sidelines. Am I missing something? Are they just rotating backs right now, keep him fresh, or is he? No, it looks like he's okay. I do see him on the sidelines. His helmet is off, but doesn't look to be injured. Walking with a limp, but that just might be,
confidence.
Yeah, exactly. Swag. Exactly.
Red Bud walks back up to the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10 now. Ball sitting on the Bulldog 24-yard line. I formation. Schwarzkopf in the backfield. Hands a fullback dive right up the middle. He's a tough cookie to crumble. He keeps his legs pumping. Let me tell you, man, he is fired up right now on this homecoming Friday night.
Boy, he's just tough to bring down. He is tough to bring down.
Yeah, had him by the jersey, dragging along with him, and picked up about 11 to 12 yards right there for a big first down for the Musketeers. Ball sitting now on the Bulldog 12-yard line.
If you see any little bit of a shadow coming across the camera, Chris's mom is throwing out the
bubble lady is out tonight. He runs it right up the middle for a big gain, roughly 9 yards, really close to the first down marker.
Baldwin there again. Yeah. They get to the line.
Yeah, the bubble lady's causing all kinds of camera confusion up here.
Oh, Sue.
Musketeers walk back up to the line of scrimmage. We're going to see a lot more of this run game. If I'm Red Bud, I give that ball to big Lucas Schwarzkopf and let him run it into play.
That's
and
exactly
they do.
what they're doing.
He takes one sidestep, runs in untouched for a touchdown, Red Bud.
All of a sudden, that steak race is getting close.
That steak race is getting close, let me tell you.
Oh, I think he just did the what the kids call the gritty.
You would know more than me, bud.
I think he just did the gritty on the sideline. Now, albeit it was not very good.
Brockmeyer back in to kick again. He has missed one tonight, but been successful on 2 other attempts. The snap, the hold, it's up.
Get over there.
Close, and it is good. So, with 6:49 left in the second quarter, it is your Red Bud Musketeers 36 and your Sparta Bulldogs 0.
I got a text.
And welcome back to Musketeer Field on a beautiful night, like we have said, in downtown Red Bud, Illinois. Boy, we got us a real barn burner here, don't we, Tim?
Yeah, it's starting to look like a little bit of a blowout.
As the bubbles are flying.
Oh, there we go. You can see it.
There's
You can
the
see in
shot.
the main cam. You can see the bubbles just coming.
And look at the stands on top of it, man. It's so good to see the community coming out and supporting this high school football team on a cool Friday night. Brockmeyer's back, and the kick is away.
Boy, this is the third time that the kick has been short and the receivers just keep letting the ball bounce in front of them.
Yeah, I'd like to see him. You know, they've
Scoot
seen him
up.
kick the ball 4 or 5 times
Scoot
now
up.
already. So let's scoot him up a little bit and get a little cleaner catch, a little cleaner reception.
One of those things is going to bounce off somebody and they're going to lose the ball.
Downfield making the stop on the kick return.
You know what, Tim? What are you saying right now? If you're the head coach if you're Kyle Gerlach sitting over there on the sideline trying to lead your team into halftime?
I mean, if this list is correct, they've got 5 seniors. That's tough to do. I mean, when you come out here and you got 40 players to your 20, that's not an easy thing to do. I mean,
yeah, we talked about that a little bit. How much that wears on you, being a smaller team like that.
Playing
both sides of the ball. You don't go out of bounds unless you run out of bounds, and that can make it tough, man. Shotgun formation now,
especially for some of those bigger boys. I mean, that's.
Red Bud's looking to blitz. They send big Devin
Uh-oh.
Hall.
Oh, a
Man,
screen
it's
play.
A screen right at the middle. Great call.
Yeah, really good call.
By the Sparta Bulldogs. He eventually gets brought down. I'd say he's got to be down.
They're saying fumble. I don't see the refs.
Boy, it
that,
happened late after the tackle. You would think there would be a knee down in that
I think
pile.
so too. Great call by the Sparta coach there. Yeah. Let the big boys just run right at the quarterback. Quarterback just dumped it right over him for a screenplay.
Yeah, picked up a nice 8+ yard carry. 2nd and 2 now for the Bulldogs. Ball on their own 30-yard line. Yeah, they're going to have to get a little creative here against this defense, this Musketeer defense.
I mean,
sending trips out now.
Yeah, screen call here.
Empty backfield.
They got a new quarterback under
It
center.
looks like this is kind of a wildcat kind of deal here.
That's their rusher
Direct
right now.
snap. Could be.
I could see him just taking a little bit.
And he's looking to throw. He's rolling around the left side. Boy, he's quick on his feet. Looking to throw, finding some pressure from the Musketeers. Brought down really close to the first down marker. Could work out for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, not a bad little play there. I mean, he took it. He was patient with it.
It was.
Didn't
He knew
force
where
it.
the first down, where he had to get a first down. Was able to get it picked up, looking down the field. So able to pick up the first down. Brings up 1st and 10 now for the Sparta Bulldogs.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you can definitely tell they have some athletes on their side. Number 3, number 11. They're definitely not. They're not horrible.
Play comes in from
two
the
good little
sideline.
plays there.
Yeah, I like him at that quarterback position. He was real quick on his feet there, nice and choppy in his drop back and
Unfortunately, when you don't got a lot of time in the backfield, you're going to have to run for your life a little bit there.
Yeah, nice patient play by him. The original quarterback now for Sparta is in the game. One man in the backfield, nice zone read, and
just met by 2
immediately by the defense.
Yeah,
of the
Gantner and somebody else missed the lineman.
I think that was Nesbitt again.
Was it? Yeah, that was quick. Running back had the ball and met the dirt.
Yeah, if I'm Sparta here, man, you got to, like we talked, let's get those quick slants, across the middle and get the ball out of the backfield. Do something productive here because that's a 5-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 15 now for the Bulldogs.
Oh,
tricky.
Almost had
Fake
him on.
snap. You got to be careful as the running back in the backfield there stood up.
And looks like Nesbitt is going to be. And he's crawling. Nice tackle by Nesbitt in the
fired up,
backfield.
buddy.
Yeah. Nesbitt and Hall have been in that backfield a lot too. So
again, brought down for another loss.
I mean, you can't hang your head either if you're Sparta. I mean, Red Bud's played 4 games now, and they've given up 5 total touchdowns.
Right.
So I mean, it's not like you're playing. You're playing that horrible. You're just playing a really good defense.
Yeah, a really good defense, really physical defense on top of it.
Yep.
These guys they've been well coached, as you can tell. They play disciplined football, and they know how to shed a block. They know how to make a play.
Yep.
Shotgun formation route, 3rd and 15 for the Bulldogs. Ball sitting on their own 26-yard line.
Oh, option play.
Run a little option. Runs it up the left side. He had a little room there.
Not a bad play.
No, a nice 4 to 5 yard pickup for him. Unfortunately, not close enough to get any real ground towards that first down marker. Brings up 4th down now for Sparta. And I'm going to say they're going to punt this one away.
Yeah, a little bit of a quicker quarter so far as Sparta's starting to get their offense rolling a little, and they've had a couple different decent little play calls, an option, a screen, a wildcat, so.
Gantner's back deep now for the Musketeers. I'd like to see him field this a little cleanly, get some yardage out of it.
The snap
nice
is low.
Snap.
Oh, it is a block.
It is tipped.
Oh, Hall grabs
picked
it.
up by Devin Hall. Oh, boy, he's trucking right down, right back to him. Got about a 5-yard gain out of that. Tipped right into his hands. Picked up about 5 yards. Got him close to the original line of scrimmage.
It's tough to see who tipped it, but it went right to Hall. And I think sometimes Hall runs right at people on purpose.
He likes that contact, don't he?
He does. Oh. And boy, he's not easy to take down. All right, well, Red Bud's going to have great field position here. Again, looks like on the 25-yard line. Yeah, so great field position
Schwarzkopf
here.
coming off the field here.
Looks like Wagner's in the backfield again. So
Free still under center.
Wagner and
a new fullback.
Oh, they got Wagner at fullback. They played Hall
back
here.
tailback.
Yeah. Uh-oh, looks like they're confused. I don't think Wagner's played too much fullback. He doesn't necessarily know where to line up.
Power play.
And they give it to Hall.
Boy, he's a tough cookie. I'm telling you, dude. Just runs him over, falls forward about a yard after contact.
Great tackle by number 11. When they're that big, go for their ankles.
That's right. Yeah, you got to get low on them big guys. 5-yard carry for Hall. Brings up 2nd and 5 now. Ball sitting on the Bulldog 20-yard line.
I mean, why would you do anything else here except run the ball? But I think you might see a pass here. I don't know. I'm just feeling it. And I'm wrong. And Hall just takes it up the middle and just takes what he's got.
Hand it back to Hall, yeah. Going to be just short of the first down. Well, that'll bring up that was about a 4-yard pickup for Hall. Brings up 3rd and 1 now for the Musketeers.
3rd down and 1.
Red Bud just taking their time.
2 minutes left here to go in the first quarter. Red Bud's just eating that clock away. More I formation. I'm going to see a lot of the same here. Oh, looking back, kind of a busted play there by the Musketeers.
Did he lose the ball?
Falls down forward. Looked like he was on his knees. He does still have it in his hands, though. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, brings up in 4th and 1 now. What's the call here, Tim? Freeze is coming out. Are we going to kick a field goal here?
I think they're going to try a field goal. And I mean,
he's got the leg to do it.
Yeah, and I mean,
if that front line our offensive front line can give him a little bit of time, we can get this thing away and get Brockmeyer maybe a field goal here.
Yeah, it's not a bad chance to practice your field goal formation and a little bit of a longer kick.
They're sending everybody.
Looks like it is about a 35-yard kick.
The snap is down.
Oh, it looks
up.
good.
It looks great kick, and it is good. That's another 3 points for the Musketeers. Lane Brockmeyer punches one in about what was that, Tim, about a 25-yarder maybe?
I think it may have been 35, because I think they were at about the 20-yard line, so yeah, 10, 30, and yeah, pretty good kick though.
Great kick now. Just 43 seconds. We're going to stick with you through this little commercial. And Tim, I'm liking what I'm seeing here so far.
Yeah, and stick with us through halftime. I think we are going to broadcast the homecoming court here on the center field, and it is. I read in the paper it's Lyle Youngie's last year at this.
He's calling her quits, huh? Hanging it up.
Yeah, he was the music teacher when my mother-in-law was there, Sandy Leifer, and whew, I'm not going to be in the doghouse. Well, I won't tell you how old she is. But he's been there for a while. Let's just say that.
Great seeing this, the years prior and stuff with the conference change and everything now, and get to play these, these smaller schools that are kind of in Red Bud's realm of competition and stuff, and to have a homecoming game like this, I'm just real happy for the guys.
Yeah, I agree. Because there's another boot.
Brockmeyer's
We're still letting it bounce
man.
to us.
He's
and they're struggling in that
well.
field. Running it into each other, that's going to.
Little to no gain, maybe 3 yards total. Yeah, the message here, special teams got to be, everything's got to be a little bit cleaner for Sparta here.
Yep.
Kyle Gerlach just got to calm down a little bit. Don't hang your heads low here. Let's keep doing the little things. The little things make big things happen. So.
Yeah, and if you're Sparta right now, you got 36 seconds till half. I mean, run a couple lead plays. Live to fight another day.
Yeah,
Don't do
get out of the
anything.
half.
Yeah.
Let's get a game plan together here at halftime, and got a nice long halftime since it is homecoming. Take a breather. Spread formation now again. One man in the backfield. They're looking like they could pass the ball here.
I mean, they're
it's a lead play. I'm sorry, a read play.
Brought down by Schwarzkopf in the backfield.
Down. That's going to be like an 8-yard loss probably.
Yeah, never great when you're running run plays and you're getting 5, 6, 7, 8-yard losses. So
yeah, I'd like to see him go back to that. Go back under center here. Why give those yards up? Go back under center. Let's make it happen a little quicker.
Agreed.
Not a lot of misdirection really either by Sparta.
It does look like it's going to be the last play of the half. So at halftime, it's going to be Red Bud 39, Sparta 0. And I don't think you could ask for a better first half there if you're Red Bud, right?
Right, and like we said, stick with us. They're going to broadcast all the homecoming court and everything here coming up. So stick with us, and we'll be back to you shortly.
Yeah, shortly.
Come on out to N&B Fuel Mart and check out our new live bait and tackle building. Also, we have video gaming with free snacks and soft drinks. We have kerosene, fill propane tanks, and have much more to offer. We are the only locally owned gas station left in the area. Like us on Facebook for new products and specials. Thank you for your business. Go Musketeers!
Go on, girl. Go on and get help. That's it, girl.
Smart dog. With Farmer's Crash Assist, our Signal app can tell when you've been in a crash and can send help if you want it. Also, our Signal app could save you up to 15% on your auto insurance.
That's really something.
Get a whole lot of something with Farmer's Policy Perks.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
And
we're back. So, like I said, you are going to see the homecoming court here from freshmen, sophomores, juniors to the senior class attendance. Freshman looks like it's going to be Elijah Barbeau and Emma Carter. We don't have the list of what they're in. Looks like they only gave it to the announcing crew here at the game, but it sounded like they're in everything. From FFA to FBLA to Believe in Kindness. They didn't have that back in
steak dinners.
Everybody believes in steak dinners. Sophomores look like it's Dylan Oliver and Crew Wagner. Juniors, Chase Luck, football player, and Alexis Kester. And then your senior class candidates, Devin Hall, Gerald Nisbet, Landon Luthi, and Thomas Fries. 3 football players there. And the girls are Aubrey Peel, Madison Falkenheim, Chelsea Vandergrift, and Carolyn Mulheron. Sorry if I'm butchering that.
They even got the sashes over the football pads too. I like to see the football team out here
yeah, looks like it's represented pretty heavily by football players.
Is the daughter of Corey Kester and Stephanie Kester. She's involved in softball at Red Bud High School. Alexis has 2 siblings, Colby and Gavin.
It's always good to have these homecoming games and be up, you know?
That's right. Yeah, it makes you feel a little bit good. And trust me when I say it relieves the coaching staff a little bit that their football players can take a little bit of time and enjoy the homecoming events.
Makes tomorrow's activities just that much more fun. Usually homecoming's in the gym, no? Or no? I feel like prom, you find a location, gym. So they're probably, on their way to dancing some Uptown Funk by Bruno Mars or Shut Up and Dance.
That's right.
You know,
it'll be a party for sure, man.
Yeah, some different
There's
songs.
Nesbitt, as we talked to him about a little bit too. You know, it's first year coming over and from Sparta, and he's on homecoming court.
Yeah, how about that? And he's having a good game so far. Saw he was one of the leading tacklers in that win against Carlisle. You know, he's definitely a force to mess with. Him and Hall, the Bash Brothers. You remember that on Mighty Ducks?
Oh yeah,
the Bash Brothers.
Man, we had a chance, Tim, to take the kids to the homecoming parade, and just something about our community and school district and everything. It was great for the kids. Got to see all the smiling faces that were on homecoming court, and all the teams and groups and floats and all that, and shut down a couple streets for a while and enjoy some homecoming festivities. They had the Powder Puff game too the other night, Wednesday night. And,
really? How'd that go?
Yeah, and great turnout by everybody. And they had the float judge contest, which I guess we'll find out who won all that this week in the paper.
Oh, yeah. Always good to homecoming week. There's nothing better than just be able to dress up and be a goofball for a week, you know?
Boy, see a lot of football jerseys out there so far. Any young kids out there that's thinking about playing football? There's another reason, I'll tell you what. And what's good about the sport, and sports in general and clubs in general, when you get to this level, man, meeting all these new people and new kids and everything, and it really takes you far.
Got all the moms taking pictures here and just smiling ear to ear.
Enjoying it. Memories that'll last forever, man.
She's a member of the volleyball team and also runs track. Aubrey's the secretary of student
Yeah, I think I saw Aubrey Peel in the newspaper. I think she's got like an all-conference or maybe like a all-tournament team that they just had a tournament. So got a volleyball player and a football player here.
College, but will study business management. Devin Hall is the son of Kim and Jim Cox. Devin plays football, basketball.
You know that poor band. That poor guy that's holding it. Can we get a shout out after this to the tuba player?
Yeah.
That poor guy. There he is. That poor guy's got to hold that tuba out there this whole time.
And then still perform.
Yeah. I never understood. No, I never did band, but if you had to pick an instrument, a flute, trombone, who picks the
triangle?
Yeah, who picks you got to lug that tuba around.
Yeah, I'm out.
That's the worst thing in the world, man. You got to get yourself an SUV just to go to school, pack the tuba.
Yeah, unreal tonight, just to support everybody. I like to see all the fans lined up against the fence through the entirety of this. Just to soak it all in and have a great homecoming week.
Landon has one older sister, Taylor. Landon plans to attend Renlake College and study agricultural business. Who would have thought, Landon?
Looks like that's your homecoming court.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is your 2022 homecoming court. All right, guys, now just a message to you. When you think about homecoming, homecoming is a time for all the people that went to Red Bud High School to come back and enjoy an evening and reminisce about the old times. So my challenge to you guys is to drop.
So, like I said, hopefully you enjoyed seeing a little bit of the homecoming. Sorry we didn't have a little bit more about them. Just got to hear me ramble on, but we'll be back and broadcasting the second half where Red Bud's up 39, Sparta 0. We'll be right back.
I would recommend Raceline for anyone who isn't just there for the professional experience and for the resume. Someone who actually wants to think about the long-term goals. Anyone who values a workplace who actually pours time into you. wants to make sure that, you know, your experience is worth it.
Being in a position where, yeah, I am their intern, but I know that they respect me, I know that they respect my opinions, my ideas, they want me to be doing something, that I am getting something out of it. They're very in tune with where I'm at and how happy I am.
I honestly think the culture is really good here. Like, when I started off, I wasn't even nervous at all because I thought like everyone was like very introducing and they were very like helpful with everything.
Everyone you meet here wanting to get to know you and talk to you.
Honestly, the people here make work so fun and easy. The board of directors is really supportive about the internship program, that they devote a lot of time and effort into making sure we have the best experience this summer.
We talk about the high level a lot, and that's just like the big picture of what's going on. It's important to really kind of have a good idea of everything at the high level so that you can ask the right questions, and if you know like I'm doing this so that somebody else can do their job or do whatever we have to do to make the company run, it's important to know the high level.
Whatever your degree is in college, it's going to help you grow and it's going to help you get some real world application of that degree, and there's a lot of different areas you can go into for the company. So if you start an internship earlier on in your college career and you find something else that appeals to you, Raceline will work with you and get you into whatever interests you and get you experience in that area.
I would say that I've gotten a lot of real world experience from Raceline because I've had the same role 3 times, yes, but you can only learn so much in 3 months, so to be able to fill that role for 9 months in total, I've learned a lot from that. And now that I've moved on to the ME department, I feel like I'm going to get a whole new set of learning experiences that I can really use in my career.
So I've been able to take a lot of concepts I've learned in school and put them with the stuff that Chris has been teaching me throughout the internship. That's the biggest thing I would say, is like putting theory with actual like applied stuff that they do here with the company.
The Raceline Skilled Craft internship has expanded my knowledge on welding and has given me more practice into being a welder and becoming a welder here at the company.
Being an intern here at Raceline has definitely taught me a lot. I've learned how to do new things, use a bunch of tools, and put new things together. I think it's going to help me in the future. Like I said, I want to do something with engineering.
So I was considering going into a skilled trade, and before I made that firm decision, I wanted to get some like real job experience, and I felt like Raceline really helped me do that, and it gave me a feel for what it would be like in my future career. And working here showed me that I really do enjoy this.
Teamwork at Raceline is very apparent. Deanna definitely lived up to her title as a mentor, and I feel like she's always there to communicate with others and make sure you fully understand everything that you're doing.
I think the internship program helped me prepare for this role by giving me a diverse set of experience in every part of HR, and I feel like Raceline is a very unique company to work for, so I would recommend it to anyone just because you learn so much and you're with a bunch of great people who really want to help you learn.
Hey Steve, it's about 8 a.m. I just got into an accident. I'm not really sure what happened. It was so fast. He was there, and then he just took off. I don't know what happened.
I'm sorry to hear about that. I'm actually in my car. I'll be right over. Boy, you did a good here.
Yeah, tell me about it. I don't know what happened. He just kind of took off.
Did you get a look at the guy?
No, man, I really didn't see it. It was so fast. He was just there, and then he was gone. And oh wait, hey, that's the guy right there.
Insurance is not a cookie-cutter approach. Each situation is different. Here at Country Financial, we take the time to get to know our clients' wants, needs, and desires. If you're looking to move your home, auto, or commercial insurance locally, we'd love to have a chance to earn your business.
Come on out to Enemy Fuel Mart and check out our new live bait and tackle building. Also, we have video gaming with free snacks and soft drinks. We have kerosene, filled propane tanks, and have much more to offer. We are the only locally owned gas station left in the area. Like us on Facebook for new products and specials. Thank you for your business. Go Musketeers!
We are farmers.
Favorite thing about working here would have to be the home feeling of the place. Everyone seems to know everyone. It's a smaller company, so you really get to know the guys you're working with.
Everybody works together as a team here. It's one big family, so you can reach out to anybody in your department, anybody out in the shop. It makes everybody's job a lot easier.
Everyone has a mind to work, and I enjoy my co-workers, and we work together as a team.
Anytime I've had a question when I first started, everybody helped me out.
RBI team is family-based, it seems, and I love the atmosphere in it.
They just make me and my wife and my children feel right at home.
It feels very family-oriented. It's been a great place. Everyone's very helpful, and I've really enjoyed my time here so far.
You want to let it go, Chris? Or Coop? Did you hear me? Did miss the kickoff, and unfortunately, it looks like a player is down for Sparta. Didn't get to see it, so not sure if it's a cramp or he looks like he's in some pain.
Some serious pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's number 11, Landon Walter.
That's one of their all-time players.
Yeah, he's definitely
he's in a lot of plays, great defensively and also offensively. He's hurting pretty bad right now.
He's had
some more of the training staff.
Couple big tackles and a few catches and runs. Like you said, he's definitely a.
Yeah, he's a big asset for Sparta. Brockmeyer had a nice kick though. Again, wasn't fielded very cleanly. You know, Tim, you don't get them clean kicks. You know, it gives that kicking team a lot of time to get down there to you.
When you let it bounce, and those kicks are end over end, you don't know if they're going to bounce left, right, back, front. So to catch that and kind of continue to run is so much easier than trying to catch it off the bounce.
It's just quicker, you know. It just keeps momentum going, and it's an easy 4 or 5 yards right out of the gate if you can catch them clean like that. And
not to mention you get a little momentum when you got all these players running at you full speed.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you can hit them head on instead of just taking the brunt of it. It's like he is coming up now off the field, being helped off.
He's not putting any weight on that right leg, so
favoring that right foot quite a bit, ain't he?
Hope he's okay. Get better.
Well, as he clears the field,
you didn't miss much. Like I said, Lyle Youngie last year with Red Bud, they had a 50-50, and I'm glad to announce I won it, Chris.
Yeah, unbelievable. I've been doing with the Red Bud football organization for the last 16 years probably, been every game, 50-50 tickets at every game.
I think
Never
this is
even
my
got
first
my
year.
number called.
This is my first time
Tim
buying it.
sits down here, first time, and wins it. I get like 90% just off of just for.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't say stuff.
No, yeah.
All right. Sparta comes back up to the line of scrimmage now. One man in the backfield, empty backfield, as you say, shotgun formation, looking to throw, met immediately, running for his life, looking for room, brought down from the back as a flag flies in on the play.
I didn't see anything. I think they're going to get the receiver on holding,
I
but
didn't see anything in that vicinity.
I mean, he looked like he was blocking straight up to me. Once again, it's tough to watch the quarterback, the backfield, and see what his receivers are doing, but it's a face mask on defense.
It is a face mask.
Okay.
I would say it was probably out there in that secondary somewhere. Just from where the flag was at.
It doesn't look like he wanted to get the ball off quick, didn't really have a receiver, and just kind of had to hold on to it. And then, when you go to your second, third read, you got Red Bud breathing down your neck, and there's not much you can do there. So
they get a few yards out of the deal. Looks like it was an unintentional face mask. That's a 5-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Empty backfield again, shotgun formation. Trips right, twins left for Sparta. Red Bud looks like they're sending everybody. Playing a little zone defense here.
Oh, there's a little curl right in the middle.
Yep, that's what you get out of that zone defense. That was a great play call there. Looks like it was a nice reception. Picked up a first down for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, number 14. And boy, do they have these numbers horrible on our. So for you at home, normally you go in numerical order. They went broken down by senior, juniors, sophomores, freshmen, and the numbers are not in order.
It's a little more complicated.
Yeah, to find a number here, 14. Braylon Walker is his name.
You got to feel good for Sparta here now. They're moving the ball a little bit. So, man, the PA system.
Yeah,
out
they're
here
getting
is
some feedback.
really
Hopefully, you're not
acting
getting
up.
that at home, watching it 1080p.
Empty backfield again. Trips right, twins left. Looking to throw the ball a little bit more. I like to see a screen here to the right side. They elect not to do that.
Oh, there it is. Another quick little shot. I mean,
quick little shot.
Not many yards, but you're completing. You're getting the ball rolling. You're getting your offense in some momentum here.
Offensively here for Sparta, that Red Bud stacked in this zone defense with one man up front. It'd be a great opportunity to run a little screen play there to this right side. Get the ball out there quick, put the two guys in front of them, and pick up 5 to 6 yards.
As always, thanks to our sponsors, presenting sponsor Raceline, and all the other sponsors. Thanks for making this possible. Oak 9 Productions, Ben Koopman does a great job here. Going to see about 2nd and 9 here, 2nd and 8.
Ball sitting on the Bulldog 43-yard line. Looks like they're manning up now.
It was another little
coverage.
option, and he kept it. And
keeping his feet trucking.
Nice run there.
He
by
falls
the quarterback.
forward. Looks to us like it's enough for a first down. The referee waves him forward, and it is a Bulldog first down. Nice little run play there by the Sparta offense.
You've ran the option enough. Sometimes just the threat of that running back out there takes away a linebacker, takes away a DB.
It takes a man every time.
Yeah.
You can't let him go. So it's a great play call, like I said there by Sparta. It relieves a little bit of pressure off you. You got an honest read right out in front of you, and they were able to make it work. Twins right, twins left now. Spread formation, shotgun.
Snap a little high.
Looking zone read. That's a classic zone read play right there, and I don't know why he's handing that off. He should be pulling it. They're reading that defensive end on the backside is how that kind of works out to him. And he's crashing down so hard. You got to pull it. You got to pull it and take it out this wide side of the field.
See what Sparta comes out. Boy, we're getting some feedback here, aren't we?
What's that thing doing?
I don't know. This looks about 2nd and 11.
Empty backfield again for Sparta.
Yep. Oh, they're coming.
Oh,
he ducks it.
He
ducks another one.
He's breaking a few tackles. Quick on his feet.
Good.
Picks up about 2 yards on the carry.
Yeah, I mean, good little play by 22 on the Bulldogs.
That'll bring up 3rd and 9 now for the Sparta Bulldogs. Moving the ball quite well here in the second half. Maybe they've got a few things figured out at halftime.
Yeah, and if you're Red Bud, you're just, missing tackles, missing assignments here, not shedding blockers as quickly as they did in the first half. It's easy to come out here and get a little lackadaisical. You're up 39-0, so.
Yeah, and I can see a couple younger players out there now, too, for Red Bud, trying to work a few guys in.
Yeah, that's true.
Trips right again now for Sparta. Empty backfield. They're sending everybody. hit this out route right here. He's looking for it.
Oh, that could be easily picked.
And
Ooh.
it was.
It's a dangerous play because when you run those out routes and you've got those linebackers or corners, they could easily jump that route and take it to the house. So, but good job by Wagner. Stayed home, tackles pretty much for hardly any gain there, and maybe even a loss. So it's been about fourth and 10 from about midfield. So we'll see if they send the punt crew out or if they're going to go for it.
I think they almost got to go for it at this
so
point.
too.
They haven't had a lot of success punting.
No.
I would say they got to go for it.
Yeah, not much to lose here. You might as well try to throw one down, move the sticks.
And they are going to go for it. Empty backfield once again, trips left to the wide side of the field. Red Bud sends the defender that way. Running a little bit of zone defense for Red Bud.
See if they look
They're
to
sending everybody. He's got a little bit of time. Take your time, set your feet, and throw.
Oh,
he does
yeah, he didn't.
throw them, but didn't really skid his feet.
Like you said, he didn't. He kind of almost jumped and threw the ball, and you're not going to be too accurate when you do that. So that's going to be a turnover on downs. Great job by the Red Bud Musketeer defense again, and we're going to see these offense come. And you know what we're going to see? We're going to see the first chance a series here by Dylan Oliver, the sophomore quarterback. Looks like he's going to be under center when we get out here.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what they're going to kind of throw at him here. I see a lot of under center, stick the ball, keep the ball on the ground. Let's try to get some positive yards here, 39-0. Just keep the ball in our hands and slowly eat away at this clock.
It's like Wagner's going to be in the backfield running the ball. It's tough to see who's the lead blocker there, Chris. Can't really see a number. Looks like it's number 89. As Wagner
nice
gets a
yardage.
big
Wagner's
run.
Churning and burning them feet, man. He was moving at a good pace. Picked up about 13 yards on the carry for a Musketeer first down.
Yeah, I like what I see so far out of him. He's a good little runner, and you got a little yin and a yang. I think the Baldwin is a little more dancey kind of cuts, and Wagner seems more of like just a power runner. So it's nice to have a little bit of both.
Yeah, a little bit of variety in the backfield, never hurt. Another lead play by the Musketeers.
Boy,
man,
he
they got all
don't mess
kinds of
around.
room.
Oh,
Great
he's got
block,
it. He's
too.
got it.
DB got sucked in all the way down to the
Dive.
goal line.
Oh!
Just knocked out of bounds before the goal line.
They're gonna call it a touchdown.
The pylon got knocked over. I thought it was from the defender, but the referee sees something differently.
Wagner gets a handoff in the backfield.
Boy, what a run. You could tell the defender was taking a perfect angle, and you knew it was going to be a bang-bang play. I thought he was going to dive. Kind of just got hit. And
saw the backside of him there, too, as he was falling. Maybe he was able to get the ball out in front of him a little bit and tap that pylon over. And regardless, it stands as a touchdown for the Musketeers.
I got to be honest with you. That touchdown's going to be sweet because he took a shot.
He took a shot. Yeah, he made it well worth it, though. Put an extra 6 points on the board for the Musketeers.
Yeah, that's going to make it 45-0 with 7:10, and I do think in the second half, that's anytime you get a 40-0 lead, that's a running clock, right? That's a little wide.
Up,
yeah,
and it is no good. One thing about Brockmeyer, he's getting plenty of attempts tonight.
That's true.
So with a score of 45-0, Red Bud's winning with 7 minutes and 10 seconds left in the third quarter.
Hey Steve, it's about 8 a.m. I just got into an accident. I'm not really sure what happened. It was so fast. He was there and then he just took off. I don't know what happened.
I'm sorry to hear about that. I'm actually in my car. I'll be right over.
Boy, you did a good here. Yeah, tell me about it. I don't know what happened. He just kind of took off.
Did you get a look at the guy?
No, man, I really didn't see it. It was so fast. He was just there, and then he was gone. And oh wait, hey, that's the guy right there.
Insurance is not a cookie cutter approach. Each situation is different. Here at Country Financial, we take the time to get to know our clients' wants, needs, and desires. If you're looking to move your home, auto, or commercial insurance locally, we'd love to have a chance to earn your business.
Welcome back to beautiful downtown Red Bud, Illinois, Musketeer Field. Lane Brockmeyer boots the ball away.
And they got they
got
got
it clean there.
Caught it clean. And look at what they did. Oh, and he fell down.
He slips up. But got about a 6-yard return out of the deal.
Progress. You got to learn.
That's right, man. A little over 7, right at 7 minutes now to go in the in the third quarter here. It's a 45-0 ball game. The clock will continue to run now, with it being a 40-point deficit. So the second half of this game should go fairly quick, Tim.
Yeah, so, I mean, if you're Red Bud, you don't want to count your chickens before they hatch, but looks like you're going to go about 4-1 going into our, leaving homecoming week with remaining games, I think, against, what do we've got? We've got away at Dupo, away at Westland, away at Chester, and then home against Wood River senior night the last week. So, I mean, usually 5 get you into the playoffs, but you like 6 to be safe, right? So you figure 2 after this?
Just looking at that schedule, though, all beatable teams coming up, we're going to have our hands full with Chester, as we always do, big rivalry match here.
Westland.
Wood River. Yeah, Westland's always puts out a good group of guys. So it's not going to be easy, to say the least, but I like what we're seeing tonight.
It's as the quarterback drops back, gets some pressure in the backfield, starts to
scrambling
scramble.
all over, runs back across the middle, still on his feet, picks up the first down for sure, eventually brought down from behind by number 50 of the Musketeers, Dalton Mudd.
Dalton Mudd, give him a shout out. He's got a sick mullet. Get to zoom in on that, Coop.
Look at that. Look at those locks flowing out of the back of the helmet.
Look at that flap out the back. But good job. I think he was the initial pressure in the backfield and stayed with it and got him. So good shot up by tackle there by Mudd.
Tim, we're sitting here. We got a steak to give away tonight. We got to name a player of the game. Any thoughts thus far?
I mean, it's tough not to. First play of the game, Gantner takes a pass and takes it 60 yards to the house. I think he's got about 60. What did we say? 60 yards rushing, and I think at least 60 yards receiving. So
yeah, I think he had 74 yards rushing.
He's got a couple TDs to his name.
Yeah,
so.
Free's been running the ball well, too. He's
got the ball good,
He's got 26 to 30 yards rushing and, over 100 yards passing.
Yeah, unfortunately, both of them are going to be done for the night. A pass, off the fingertips of the Sparta receiver and incomplete.
I wish I could give one to every person on the Red Bud defense tonight.
I don't think Becky would be too happy.
Yeah, I think they just played phenomenally, though, and there's a conversation to be had there, with the defensive line that night that we've seen from Red Bud. Has just been phenomenal. Couple sacks, several sacks in the backfield, by defensive linemen on top of that. You don't get a whole bunch of that happening at this level. A lot of that is the linebacker, the second line, that gets through, that blitzes, and just all around phenomenal game so far tonight. Went a little early. They're going to let that one. They're going to let that one slide, I think. Brought down hard, face planted it into the dirt after about a 2-yard pickup.
It's almost like Sparta's quarterback said, "You know what? I'll do it myself." He's taken a couple snaps and he said, "I'm going to find the lanes and I can't throw. I'm running for my life. I'm going to just do what I can to survive out here."
That's right. Brings up 3rd and 7 now for the Bulldogs. Ball still sitting on their own 45-yard line. It's a long 7 to go. I mean, I got to say they're going to try to pass the ball here again. We've seen a lot of empty backfield so far this second half out of Sparta. It's been working for them a little bit.
You got one-on-one over here on the short side of the field. Do you go after him or? Leifer's giving him plenty of cushion, so you've got a little curl action, and he's going for a post.
Around.
But Mudd's after him.
Yeah, he's
everybody's
scrambling all over the place. Finds a little bit of green grass, picks up a first down, eventually shoved out of bounds by the Musketeer defense, and nice carry by the Bulldogs. Brings up, get them a fresh set of downs, I should say.
Yeah, just a little bit of an over pursuit there. It looks like by a couple of the Red Bud D-lines. They kind of went at him. Quarterback was able to put a foot in the dirt and kind of cut and get upfield. So, I mean, credit to the quarterback there on the Bulldogs.
Yeah, kind of a missed block there by the running back of Sparta. He missed this defensive end block. It was a chip and go for him, and would have gave his quarterback a little bit more time to throw, but he was able to still break it around the backside and get some positive yardage. Empty backfield now for Sparta. The snap, they've got the center configuration figured out.
Boy, Mudd is getting in that. Maybe he wants the steak. I don't know.
Maybe.
Let me ask you this: what do you get with it? You go loaded baked potato, you go French fries, you go tater tots. What's your starch of choice?
I gotta go loaded baked potato, man.
Oh man, there ain't no better.
Loaded garlic or loaded garlic mashed potatoes. I mean, where do you stop?
Do you like the skins in them?
Put
a comment in the chat. What do you go with your steak? Do you go with the fried? Do you go mashed potatoes? What do you do?
If you say ketchup, we may cut off a foot.
Yeah, no ketchup near that steak. Yeah, I'm a big tater tot guy, but with a steak, I'm with you. I get a loaded baked potato, man.
Oh yeah, that's the way to go. And
Bacon,
one of these players tonight is going to be lucky enough and perform well enough tonight to get one of them in his belly, bud.
Ain't that the trick? Snap a little high, little
Looking
option.
at the option. Haven't seen that much tonight. It's working.
It's
for
working
him.
when it goes.
Comes around the right side. I'd like to see him lower his shoulder a little bit there and try to break a tackle, but picked up some nice positive yardage. Not enough for the first down. Bring up 3rd and 3 now for the Sparta Bulldogs.
Yeah, it looks like, coming out of this game, you're losing 45-0. You just look for some positive notes, and one positive I would say is that option play is working for Sparta. It's definitely not that bad. It gives them a choice. It's making Red Bud choose. Do you go for the pitch man? Do you go for the quarterback? And the quarterback's done a great job of keeping it when he needs to and pitching it when he has to.
Yeah, and there hasn't been a whole lot of other misdirection out of Sparta tonight. That's one thing that's actually worked for them. So they break the huddle and come back up to the line of scrimmage with an empty backfield, shotgun formation, trips left.
Only about 50 seconds left in this quarter, so it's been a quick quarter. Sparta's done a good job kind of controlling the clock and stopping the damage or stopping the bleeding a little.
Yeah.
Oh, as I say that,
no! Fumble.
Oh, Schwarzkopf going to dive on it.
Schwarzkopf dives on it, slides ahead, and does recover it. I mean,
Oh.
Lucas Schwarzkopf is having a phenomenal game.
He wants that
couple
steak.
touchdowns, couple fullback dives. I don't know if he's had any negative yardage.
No.
Gantner's been running the ball well right behind him the whole game. So at this point in time, I'm kind of leading towards Lucas Schwarzkopf. Huge defensive plays so far.
Yep, you're
Great
not wrong.
penetration at the linebacker position. I got to say, he's playing a heck of a game.
God, man, you make a good argument. You know what? Maybe they can get a ribeye and split it down the middle. Have a little dinner date, those two.
Rack of ribs, maybe.
Yeah, you're right. He's having a great game. Those fullback dives, I mean, he's had a couple catches in the flat. I think, what did we say? I think he's second in the team in receiving yards behind only Gantner. And like you said, I think he's had a couple touchdowns. But that's the end of the third quarter, so we're going to take a quick break. Red Bud 45, Sparta 0.
Favorite thing about working here would have to be the home feeling of the place. Everyone seems to know everyone. It's a smaller company, so you really get to know the guys you're working with.
Everybody works together as a team here. It's one big family, so you can reach out to anybody in your department, anybody out in the shop. It makes everybody's job a lot easier.
Everyone has a mind to work, and I enjoy my co-workers, and we work together as a team.
Anytime I've had a question when I first started, everybody helped me out.
RBI team is family-based, it seems, and I love the atmosphere in it.
They just make me and my wife and my children feel right at home.
It feels very family-oriented. It's been a great place. Everyone's very helpful, and I've really enjoyed my time here so far.
Welcome back to Musketeer Field. Start of the fourth quarter here. We got a fresh 12 minutes on the clock. It will continue running because the score is your Red Bud Musketeers 45 and the Sparta Bulldogs 0. Heck of a game out of Red Bud tonight on their homecoming Friday evening. The crowd's fired up. The fans are fired up.
And we're hoping you're loving it at home, too.
Tim, what's the student section got going on tonight?
Looks like a whiteout night. Except, like I said, for two gentlemen decided to dress in orange and camo.
There's always that guy,
Yeah. Don't be that guy. But, yeah, I mean, Red Buds looks like they're under center. I think Oliver's going to be under center here.
Freeze is done for the night, it looks like.
Another handoff to Baldwin.
Runs it up the middle, breaks a couple tackles. Baldwin's getting a lot of experience. He's not so much this game, but they utilize him a lot during, closer games. At the varsity level, they utilize him quite a bit.
It reminds me a little like, I believe it was your sophomore year, Red Bud went 0-9, didn't have the greatest year.
Yeah.
And I think you got a lot of experience, kind of throw yourself in the mix in some of those blowouts, you know?
That's right. Yeah, you learn a lot at that age and playing with this group of guys, in this caliber of competition.
As always, want to thank the sponsors. Thanks everybody for watching. As Red Bud takes a snap here and a little bit of another handoff to Baldwin. He's going to get about 3 or 4 yards. Oh,
keeps
Sparta
forward.
just
They're
keeps
tackling
dragging
in the wrong direction. He could get enough. He could get a first down. He got hit at about a 2-yard carry, and he kept trucking his feet and kept getting hit and thrown to the ground and ended up picking up the first down.
with Oak 9 Productions. I think upcoming schedule this Tuesday, there's a volleyball game that will be broadcast. And as we mentioned, the next home game is not till 10:21, but it does sound like we are going to be able to broadcast the Chester game. So 10:14, we are going to have our first away game if everything goes well. So I know there's a lot of people that like to come out here and watch a game, but hopefully you're going to get to see your first road game.
Yeah, let us know what you think. And
if you're excited.
If you're excited and looking forward to it. Oh, wow, coming down the right side.
Oh,
puts the brakes on, didn't want to run out of bounds. Cuts it back up the middle after a couple yards. Big carry and a first down for the Musketeer offense.
Yeah, so
who was that, number 34?
Baldwin, I think.
Was it Baldwin again?
Yep, just a nice little run out there. Like you said, put on the brakes. And, at this stage 2, though, you probably could run out of bounds, save yourself a hit. But, yeah, hopefully you're excited about your first road game. I know
I'm excited to go.
Me too. Chester's it used to be the biggest rivalry. It used to be the first game of the year every year, right, Chris?
Yeah, it used to be, yep.
For the longest time, that was a big one. Red Bud wanted to win that one.
Big rivalry game.
Oh.
Yeah, looking excited for it. That's a ways off, man, and met immediately at the line of scrimmage by the Bulldog defense.
So, I guess takeaways from this game, you did everything you needed to. I mean, you came out here, you had a team that wasn't as talented, wasn't as deep, and you pretty much stuck it to them. That's all you can really say.
Big play. Scored first play off the drive.
Yep.
Passing game looked great all night.
Yep.
Run game looked unstoppable all night. Our defense, good luck going against them the rest of the season. They've got it figured out at this point in time.
I mean,
and they had a safety. Special teams had a fumble recovery.
Yep. Had great.
Just all around, it's been going well. And the ball pops out. He had to be down on the ground.
Oh no, they're going to point the other way.
They're pointing the other way.
Is it?
And it is a turnover after a fumble.
Sometimes it's tough to see with our eyes with what your camera angle is. Koopman always tells us it's a little easier to see, so it does look like that ball was poked out, and Sparta recovered it. So
after Sparta does recover it now, it'll give them 1st and 10 with about 8:30 left now as they walk up to the line of scrimmage.
I guess that's another takeaway from Sparta. That's turnover. There's just that fumble that Schwarzkopf recovered and
the kick and the interception.
Do we have an interception?
Yeah, we had an interception tonight.
Oh, that's right. You're right. Brockmeyer had an interception. Okay. Yeah.
Scoring extra points and making interceptions.
That's right. Looks like most of the starters are going to be out on this defense, so we get a chance to play some of the young guys here and linebacker.
Down and distant here. Don't let anything get behind you. Keep it in front of you.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there was definitely movement. Oh, and they're going to call it encroachment on the defense.
You've called it a couple times. There's been a couple people that have false started a little that went just a half second early, and they really haven't been calling it.
They're being pretty lenient. 5 yards encroachment penalty against the Red Bud defense.
Well, Chris, I think
5 now.
7 minutes and 38 seconds left, 45-0 as Spartas looks like they're going to call the same exact play. And that.
Ooh, they're getting beat on the edges.
Yeah, they are big time.
Brought down. Just a missed tackle. Brought down from behind. Stays on his feet. Picks up a first down for Sparta. Met by a host of Musketeers. Man, they're still fired up, ain't they? I love to see it.
Yeah, number 50, like you said, number 55. Boy, I'm going to try to pronounce his name. Nikolowski was right around the edge, and he had him and just barely missed the tackle. But a couple times he's put it right around the corner. So.
Yeah, seeing a lot of good things coming off this field tonight, for Red Bud. Heck, the cheerleading squad's performing flawlessly this evening.
Got their jackets on. It's a little chilly.
It is a little chilly.
Luckily, they don't have to do push-ups after every score.
Boy, yeah.
Arms will be sore tomorrow.
Empty backfield again for Sparta. Drops back looking to pass. Throws one down the middle.
Gets it to 14.
It's a completion. About a 2-yard pickup going in the wrong direction. We'll say 1 yard.
Maybe I'm going to get a little heat in the chat for this. Feel free to put your comment. But I think I'm going to give the man the steak to Lucas Schwarzkopf. As you mentioned, just had an absolute great game. Both sides had some great rushes, was just putting people on their butts as a lead blocker. Had the fumble recovery, some tackles in the backfield. Don't get me wrong, Gantner, great game as always. He's the workhorse. He's the heart and soul of this team as that lead back. But two-way player, I'm going to give it to Schwarzkopf. Schwarzkopf, get yourself a steak at Uptown.
Get yourself a steak, buddy. That man deserves a steak.
Tell him Chris Marion and Tim Conway sent you, and get that sucker medium rare. Anything else, you might as well just don't get it.
Yeah, he had a great game, man. Offensively, he's at the fullback position. There's nobody in the league I'd rather run behind right now than Lucas Schwarzkopf. He can open up a hole. The offensive line tonight did a tremendous job giving them guys some room to run through. Schwarzkopf was able to pick up that secondary a little bit and give Gaintner the opportunity to make some big plays.
I gotta be honest with you. If Gaintner sees me on the street, he might throw a tomato at me. I mean, the last time we had here, Chase Luck had a great game. Gaintner had 3 TDs, and it's
tough. It is tough, Tim. But give credit where credit's due, and I think Lucas did a great job tonight, and deserves that free meal.
Another option play there by Sparta seems to be working well for him, and the quarterback's making smart decisions on the read.
Yeah, steadily moving the ball, but the clock is ticking away with this running clock in the fourth quarter. 4:55 left now. Well over halfway through the fourth. Sparta's looking to maybe put some points on the football on the board to make it look not so rough and get out of here with
everyone intact.
With the lessons they learned. I can say that, yeah. Back in the shotgun formation.
They started early again.
Yeah.
It started early again.
Sweep around the right side. Ooh, met hard by the Musketeers. They're hanging all over.
Yeah, back.
That was a fourth down attempt. Looked like it could be short.
I mean, at this point, you can almost call a false start every
and
single time.
They're going to give him a first down.
Did they really?
Yeah, that was
he didn't even measure it.
Pretty generous spot for him. But, gave him a first down. A new set of downs now. Ball sitting on the Red Bud's 41-yard line.
Yeah, we should probably give a shout-out to the officials again. Nothing's easy, when you're making those calls. And I've never been in their shoes, but, sometimes it's easy to blame the refs or a missed call here or there. But you need
They got the best point of view, though. Yep. That's what I always say. And you know what? Referees are part of the game, good or bad.
Yep.
And it's just a card you got to deal with and play dealt. But, yeah, they've just done a tremendous job tonight.
Another option.
He's got room to run. Taking
it
to the side. Ooh,
nice play.
Down
Is that number
from
55
behind.
again? It's tough to tell who made that.
Yeah, 55.
55. We're going to go with Josh.
Josh got it.
Josh. Great tackle, Josh. Niklowski. I think we're saying that pretty decently.
Yeah.
You're talking to two people that call Westland instead of West Clint. So
yeah.
We're not the two brightest bulbs here.
This is Red Bud. A little over 3 minutes left now to play. Clock continues ticking away here in the fourth quarter. I see Sparta kind of try to pass the ball here with this new set of downs. Second and long. We're looking to run the option again. Man, that tailback's got to make a little bit better attempt at that. He didn't give him much to work with. It's hard to throw the option play when you're only 2 yards apart. Bubbles are still flying all the way across the field. It's a bubbly night.
Yeah, she's got to get her bubbles from Costco or Sam's. Yeah. She's got to buy in bulk.
They're high quality, too, let me tell you. Those suckers fly.
I know the people in front of them are like, darn it, Sue's back.
Yep, if you ever want nobody to sit around, you just set up a bubble machine.
That was her original plan.
Yeah.
As the student section's kind of clearing out, I'm not sure what's going on.
Looks like they could be going down to the end zone maybe to congratulate their team and or storm the field possibly.
2 minutes left. Red Bud up 45-0. Not much wrong with this game so far.
Looking deep to pass.
Nothing.
Still a lot of pressure.
Ooh, arm tackles.
Shakes a couple tackles.
Ooh,
hit
met
hard
there.
Stood up and eventually brought down by the Musketeers.
Somebody
about a 5-yard pickup.
Somebody in the secondary stood him up. A lot of arm tackles, and then somebody stepped up. Great game, and you know what the icing on the cake was, Chris? That I won the 50-50.
I don't even want to hear you say that anymore. No, let's not bring that up. Free steak dinners is one thing. You winning the 50-50, that hits home. And again, thank you to all of our sponsors out there, and Raceline being the presenting sponsor, and Uptown again for donating a free steak. Yeah, it's free steak dinner.
Country
that's
companies
quality.
with Stroh and Haas, Farmers with Danny Schwartz, Raceline, RBI. Design Fitness, Cowles Landscaping.
NMB Fuel Mart out there.
Fuel Mart.
just everybody. You know, it's just a community coming together, and it's all you guys out there that make this happen week in and week out. And we look forward to going on the road here in a couple of weeks, going down to Chester.
I can't wait for that game. You know, it's Chester was able to beat Sparta 32-0, so you know, just should hopefully be a close game. I think was it last year with the chance to go to playoffs, we lost to Chester, right? Too. So,
we did, yep.
So that'll be a nice little icing on the cake. We can go down there and maybe even seal your playoff berth with that win.
That's right. Yep. Got a little work to do before we get down there.
I don't think Dupo's a pushover. I can't remember who they played, but they beat somebody pretty handily that I was like, wow, that's a pretty good team. I don't know if it was Freeburg. It was a team, but I know Dupo's no pushover. I don't know that.
That's right. And Westland never is either. Like,
no.
We got a tough go here at the end of the schedule, but it's a good looking team, and I think this is going to be a playoff year for Red Bud. That concludes our contest for tonight. The clock slowly ticks away. On this beautiful homecoming evening, your Red Bud Musketeers 45 and your Sparta Bulldogs 0. And once again, Chris Maring here and Tim Conway with Ben Koopman and Oak Nine Productions. Man, Tim, it's been a blast again.
Man, it was fun, and thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing and liking and commenting. You know, it wasn't the closest game, 45-0, but you know, hopefully you liked, enjoyed, and listen to us talk for 2 hours about nothing, you know, just whatever you like, a baked potato or hash browns, you know, but that's what we can do for you. And like I said, our next contest is 10-14 at Chester, so hopefully a lot of you that can come to the game but can't come to the away games, you're able to tune in and we get some big numbers, and we kind of grow this channel as we work with 09 Productions. The more sponsors, the more we can do this, the more we like to share with you guys.
And again, it is homecoming week. I wish a safe homecoming and healthy homecoming to all the kids out there and all the student section. And it's a big week for them. And as they're storming the field right now, as they're ready to go, and they're going out to greet the winning Musketeer football team. Hope everybody's safe and
have a smart decision.
Happy weekend. Yeah, enjoy everything. And again, it's been an absolute pleasure. And I think that's going to be about it for us up here in the booth. And once again, Red Bud Musketeers 45 and your Sparta Bulldogs 0.
Thanks, everyone.